Friends, after that sumptuous meal, it's time to burn some calories. Hello and welcome to another interesting episode. So today we want to plant some fresh English peas. These are the type of peas, the ones with inedible pods. So I gave them a good soak overnight, and it sure does help. So I want to prepare this bed, and that will be good exercise to burn the calories. So I'm enjoying the best of both worlds. If you're new here, you're welcome. Hop in and join us. This is a plant-loving community. So you can learn how to grow affordable food at home. You can save money. You start simple projects at home. So let's do this. Welcome to 254 Nature Growers. Subscribe and join this plant-loving community. So before we start planting and even preparing the bed, I just want to share a brief history of this bed. I grew some popcorn here and peas here to help me to regenerate this land. The English peas are nitrogen fixing legumes, so they will fix nitrogen. So if you harvest some crops that were not fixing nitrogen, you can plant crops that fix nitrogen to help you restore some nutrients to the land. I wouldn't repeat the same crop here like the corn I had. So peas will do good in this bed. So I'm just going to remove all the weeds, put them, raise the bed, and it will be good enough. Good for the heart. Time to work with my hand instead now. Time to level the bed. The bed is ready, friends. A good workout, but wow, look, it's good enough. So I just want to make something like a mini trench around, because I don't have any panels on the side. Once I get panels, I'm saving money. I'm going to put panels on the side of every bed. So it's just day by day I'm picking up. But if you love this, give this a thumbs up. Pisum sativum, the pods are inedible. If you live in a cold area, it means you have to target to plant your peas between February and April. So mid-March is good enough. So by the time it's St. Patrick's Day, you can plant your peas. Here we have higher temperatures. Today, in fact, today our temperature is about 24 degrees Celsius. So for me, all I have to make sure is my bed is not too wet. When you're selecting seeds, always select the best for planting. So soak them overnight to just start off the sprouting process. Look at this. So I gave them a good soaking overnight. So if you are between zone 3 to 11, plant your peas early in spring so that they mature early. I don't think you should start them indoors, because some of these legumes, when you try to start them indoors and transplant them, they don't do well. So just target between the months of February to April, so around mid-March after St. Patrick's Day, you should be ready to plant your peas. By that time, the soil temperature will be at least a little bit warmer. Your soil pH should be about at least 6 to around 7.5. So if you've used a lot of nitrogen fertilizers before in the bed you want to plant your peas, they tend to make the bed acidic. So you have to amend your bed to raise the pH so that your peas can do well. One, you can use compost while planting your peas. At least it will bring your pH to a suitable level to plant your peas. And secondly, I have wood ash here. This one will provide phosphorus and potassium for the peas to grow, but it will also raise the pH of your bed. So there are two ways you can amend your soil if the pH is low. So either use compost, add some compost. Compost is good because the plants will get the nutrients for a long time. It's like a slow release fertilizer, and the wood ash will also provide some more nutrients. So you're just going to sprinkle wood ash all over the bed, just like this, and then you can work it in before you plant your peas. Peas fix nitrogen, and I had added some compost here. Compost is it's like a slow release fertilizer. So because I don't want to add any high nitrogen fertilizer here, I'm just providing a source of potassium and phosphorus, and the peas will do well. They don't need much nutrients to do well because they'll fix nitrogen by themselves. So you just work in the wood ash, then we can plant our peas. Plant your peas not more than 2 inches deep and 5 centimeters apart. Then from one row to another, you can allow some extra space up to 30 centimeters. Because some of the varieties of peas, you have to support them. When you support them, you increase the productivity and you reduce the incidences of pests and diseases. So consider that when you are preparing your bed. Your soil should be loose and well drained. My soil is loose because I've also added a lot of compost. So you're just going to use a tool like this is just a stick, to make the holes where you're going to drop your peas. I'm going to bring you closer so that you see once I'm done. If your bed is too wet, please don't plant peas because the seeds will rot. So that's good enough. From experience, when you drop the seeds too deep, you may have to do it a second time. You may have to repeat because they won't sprout and come up. I don't know what happens. They lose the energy to just come up because the seeds are too deep. So just put that into consideration when you're planting your peas. The last step is just to cover them lightly. Cover them lightly and water your bed. The last tip on watering is don't overwater your peas because they will rot. If you enjoyed all the instructions, subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Friends, that's all for this episode. Until next time, friends. Bye.